part two or part one, and like I said, I have to pivot because I feel like YouTube is playing games to see if it's all about the metrics of my writing. Because I just wake up and pin that shit. I pin that shit. But now they're asking, hey, can you actually speak what's going on with your writing? So of course, I'm just gonna pivot and go on to part two. So like I was saying, Konohamaru's surname is Konoha. He has a very depth metrics towards not only the preservation of Konoha, but also the understanding of elemental ninju. Now going to the Rasengan that he used against Hidari V1, and like I said before, Juro boosted up that chi fruit to resurrect Hidari into V2. And like I said, I have another spin when it comes to Sasuke and Naruto being the pillars of ninju. It's a sad take, but like I said, we can talk about that another time. So Konohamaru, if you look at the panels, and I don't have the panels in front of me because my other phone is in the truck, but if you look at the switch elemental signature of that Rasengan, it was able to not only cancel, redirect Hidari's, grand affinity, boosted affinity under Raiton, but at a limited scale. He was able to use variants of the Rasengan shifting as a block, as a repel unit, as Ninshu is supposed to be used in terms of understanding the allowance when it comes to switching and shifting, not only from a base level Rasengan, but to like palm rotations, allowing himself to break down the metrics of the Rasengan. So now if you look at the properties of Konohamaru's Rasengan comparable to Naruto, like I said, has a grand affinity when it comes to full time, which is wind. So Naruto's Rasengan at its conception would be stronger and a little bit more denser, but Konohamaru being a switch elemental, you can say path, but it's all the Sarutobi clan. And people would say, oh, well, the Sarutobi clan don't have a Kekkei Genkai, which is true in essence, but their understanding of, those affinities when it comes to the scale of ninju, like I said, yin to yang, elemental, nature, chi, then also, the grand affinities. Konohamaru is able, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, like I said, he has to be trained better within, his nin cycling, and that's a given. So, like I said, if YouTube ever allows me to fucking spin again, Konohamaru is gonna be a better written character, but you have to, I feel like the community has to understand you can't just get rid of Konohamaru. It's not gonna work because Konohamaru would be the essence of Konoha to some extent. And like I said, if Konohamaru dwells within his nin point,